Interest. Sana yun.
Nandidiri ako dito. Oh,
Parang sneaky boy.
hirap ano eh. Lambot na. Hindi kinaya ng Spider-Man. Parang hindi ko gets yung draw.
Genie, Leo, Tulino. Hindi ko yun lagi magandang sa atin. Sana.
So, ang secret weapon.
Pwede natin mapatay lahat ng mga piso sidekicks. Diba? Yun naman overreaction this turn. Deal 1 to each opposing fighter in our zone. Trying Spider-Man for 2.
Dapat ganon.
Sana yun.
Nandidiri ako dito.
Ayaw mo ganun.
Hindi naman. I mean, magkasama kasi sila.
Oh, that's the point.
Pero nandidiri ako. Pero okay lang.
Naisip ko rin, Pandora. Para go boom, ba, gano'n. Parang one turn kaya na
Pero,
pumatay.
ba't kung mag-Pandora ka, ba't di na lang Houdini?
Okay, yun din mo. Lagyan natin. Magical.
Hindi naman eh.
Thank you so much for coming
Woo!
to the Valentine Showdown of Unmatched. Yay! Actually, we deliberately set it on the 15th para your SO or your significant others will be happy. You will be allowed to play. Or actually, you can bring your significant other. We saw some partners here, di ba? So, saya, yay! So, thank you. Thank you for being early. I apologize. We usually want to start on time. Pero unfortunately, we were running late. Sorry.
The funny later on will split, so it will be easy. For the 2v2, we will follow the official Unmatched rules. So if a hero is defeated, if that player still has a sidekick, that player still is in the game. Okay? If both heroes are defeated, is when the team lose. Team A, first player. Team B, first player. Team A, second player. Team B, second player. Please keep track of the full turn is. You can put the character cards or as any method is comfortable for all of you. Also, the time will be 4 rounds with 1 hour, but we can extend up to 80 minutes in case they will need extra time. Okay, try to finish in 1 hour. At the end will be only one team. There will be 4 seeds. Okay, that will be the winner team. 4 prizes. Winner team will get 2 sets.
Woo!
Bruce Lee versus Ali. Second team will get the acrylics and everybody will get participation prize, 2 full cards per player. And also will raffle for a team for the concourse of the TLMP. We'll raffle also official Unmatched pins per team and also official Unmatched sleeves.
Hi, my name is Victor.
And I'm John.
And yung name ng team namin is amin ang WPL. Kasi galit kami sa korap. So, kung may unit team man dito sa tournament natin, joke lang. Ano kasi kami, di ba meron kasi kaming sinalihan na volunteer na
All Over Dex.
Sa All Over Dex.
nice.
Then, ayun, parang nagkaroon na kami ng circle. So,
Okay, good luck, have fun po.
wala.
Thank you.
We're going to be completely honest with you. Drafting in a 2v2 tournament is so hard. There's a lot of things to think about. Who to bring, the best synergies, and how to counter this and that pair of opponents.
So how did we come up with this draft? Well, it was just what we wanted to bring. We only brought them to a test of field. Would this be good? Would they be okay together? So we came up with the conclusion to include good effects and abilities and has sidekicks.
Note on the effects. What's strong in an area control and War of Attrition are the AoEs. Damage in the zone, adjacency, heals, card draws, and movement. Hence, Bigfoot and Leonardo versus Yennefer and Krang at the bronze.
We had to ensure good positioning and the center map for this matchup to negate the range advantage on us. We essentially have move 3 for both our fighters, but the map has areas we could not control and be forced to eat out 2 attacks a turn.
We start with targeting Krang, which looking back at it now was a terrible strategy. He had a lot of cards increasing his card values or maybe even subtracting ours. We kept on chasing him but he just ran away, healing damage and wasting our cards.
It was a good thing for us that he drew a total 10 cards in his 3 scheme uses. We decided to regroup and set our plan of attack to Yennefer and Triss instead. King and I know the Bigfoot Yennefer matchup well. We played it multiple times during our respective matches before, and the key here is to get high damage roll interaction.
Whoever wins the damage exchanges most likely will win the game. That's what we did, wasting a katana and a log to Krang for him to only take a total of 4 damage hurts. But hey, at least he has no longer any defenses. We took him out. Fighting Yennefer and Triss can be a tricky puzzle. She doesn't seem to get noticed yet in the 2v2 format. But for this day, she showered us with the hailstorms and lightning balls, which we did not appreciate at all.
He's just valuing you, I said to King. Let's mess up their plan, just go all out, and that we did. Another katana and savagery for Yen to take. All that hype and strategies we did not notice, we had to stop on time. We got the win because of HP percentage. 1-0.
We're riding in tandem. I'm Alphon. This is Russell.
Oh, okay. Hi.
Oh.
Bakit riding in tandem?
Kasi wearing face masks.
If history has it, it's only fitting to battle in 4 corners of the high school. Sun Wukong and Oda Nobunaga versus Robin Hood and Bigfoot at Sunnydale High.
We knew our heroes had good synergy. Wukong with +1 value to his cards mean he could not only dish out lethal damage but could take attacks fairly well. Our main plan was to remove all the outlaws first, then focus on Robin knowing he only had defenses with a value of 3.
They targeted the trickster. Full send to Wukong. Larger than life, savagery, hunter's eye, snark, the kitchen sink. Any hero will crumble with constant aggression and pressure, but diamonds are made with it. Wukong survives a low hand because of 3 cards.
A 6-value tortoise form, 72 transformations, and Oda's reinforce. No clones, no phoenix form, no problem. The map was tight, but the master strategist and his men survived and thrived in worse. They kept focusing on Wukong, but he was a tank, 5 times all game. Wukong was a wise hefty tortoise, and after all those attacks, he was still at 10 HP.
The interactions were going our way. The honor guards had free reign on the outlaws and even Robin Hood we brought down to 6. But the problem was the bouncing menace with horns. Jackalope had our number.
With horns in line and multiple any attacks, it was a problem and I paid diligence in the math during the endgame. At the end, we ran out of gas because of the Jackalope having been the MVP of the match, dealing the most damage.
When the pressure is on, despite knowing the cards Bigfoot had, after Fury Eyes, I should have just attacked with Rio Jingo instead of playing value. It is the end game after all. We could have had it, but I failed to secure the win. My fault. He could have been forced to just use 1 Jackalope horns and a maneuver. 2% separated us from that win, but all is well. GG riding in tandem, 1-1.
Introduce yourself. Hi, I'm Rafa.
I'm CJ.
We are now Raffinous Seduction.
Seduction.
Same party Dracula.
Yeah, Dracula, yeah.
Okay. So paano ba tayo napunta sa team?
So, kami yung first players to play with each other ng Unmatched. Kumbaga siya yung una ko nakalaro.
Okay.
Tapos, with each other. If ever. Joke lang.
Kaya kami yung lagi naglalaro ng one.
Lagi naglalaro ng one-on-one.
From where?
Valentines special din. So, we decided to play together.
From where po?
Quezon City.
QC.
Malayo! Malayo pala.
This match was all over the place and we mean it literally. The draft consisted of some turtles, characters from The Witcher, legends from mythologies.
Who's gonna be settling the score in this beautiful Babylon bloodbath? Medusa and Houdini versus Raphael and Eridin. Map-wise, it's not even a question on what position we should choose. When given an advantage of plus damage on the first turn, you'll take it. That influenced our decision to bring out Houdini and give him the priority of starting the game at 1. To support him, we chose Medusa for body blockers and good synergy for discards.
The strategy was to target one hero first, then gang up on the last guy. We successfully did that, but it came with a price. We successfully removed Raphael and Casey from the board in 3 to 4 turns in exchange for Medusa going down to critical HP. What use is the free damage if you can't have it anymore?
Our thinking of Eridin breaking or having a lot of red cards bit us back in the mid to late game, as it was Medusa in turn who had nothing but reds in her hand. Despite the regroup and snipe she had in the early game, she was a victim of the wild hunt.
Gaining strength the longer the game goes on, we unfortunately ran out of gas even for the greatest magician. It came down to the wire, but we did the math. Houdini could not bring down our last opponent and left him hanging by a thread in the gardens for 1 HP.
Round 3 ends in a heartbreaking loss. 1-2.
Happy Valentines!
Valentine, season of love.
Kami ay si Shrunk and Brother.
Bakit ganun ang team name nyo?
Kasi may siya sa pink. So si Krang na yun. Ginagamit mo.
Having been dealt a bad sequence of cards in the deck order last round, we had this lingering feeling of we should have gotten that win. But no, the draws were dark, but I for one believe that. Only in the darkness you see the light.
And what's the best way to do that? Bring your favorite heroes. It's time for the stars to shine. T-Rex and Bigfoot against Donatello and Tomoe at the streets of Novigrad.
Now, we played against the couple several times individually, so seeing them partnered up was a fun and cool experience to have. 2v2 matches often take longer than the usual, but adding another dynamic and layer of mind games, chemistry, and romance to it had us giddy.
But anyway, we got second and fourth position for this last round. We specifically targeted the sidekicks in their draft to ensure that the map is not too congested, and them to thrive in choke points. We wanted a 3-man tag team, hence the draft to fully utilize the center of the map to reach every opponent. Non-stop pressure is the plan even with low hand count. Might as well we go all out, right?
Tomoe went first and forced us to boost our maneuver to reach her. T-Rex made her move and quickly dished out one of the best tempo cards she has in Commanding Impact.
At 14 HP and a tendency to draw red cards, King and I knew the matchup between them. All-out aggression and target one hero. This will set up an alley-oop for Bigfoot having a big log in his hand. We took advantage of Tomoe being forced to defend at least twice during the T-Rex turn to swing the momentum to us. A few turns exchanged and we cracked her defenses finally. She took one attack from T-Rex, an undefended take of her red 2 boost. Down to 3 HP, I had no choice but to secure the kill.
Certainly, every damage counts in this format, and when having heroes that cannot heal, we're a ticking time bomb, but Donatello has the detonator. At this point, he already had a smoke bomb and a grenade active. He already took T-Rex down to critical HP. Thankfully, even with the buffs and late game insurance, he still faced a problem every solo player has, being backed into a corner. Bigfoot, Jackalope, and T-Rex had no choice but shift their momentum on the turtle genius.
The key for a successful 2v2 bout is to have the best plan of attack and positioning on one player. Playing a value game could only get you so far. What better to solve an algebra equation but to isolate a factor? We won our last round. 2-2.
Actually today, dapat magsi-Spider-Man ka rin. Bakit di tayo nag-Spider-Man?
Isang tao tao lang siya. One body.
Nahirapan kami. We did the trial and it's not good for him.
A 2-2 record to cap off this year's Valentine tournament. Not bad for cramming the practice and lineup. We learned so much about the meta and the do's and don'ts, especially in the draft and who to target.
Unorthodox strategies, unpicked and unsung heroes from 1v1 were the highlight of the day. Who knew King Arthur and Annie Christmas had good synergy? Or that Eridan could clutch out a 1v1 endgame? And even Sun Wukong survive a low hand fight, transforming into a tortoise 3 to 4 turns in a row.
For a game that relies heavy on outmaneuvers, hero matchups, and timing, BGM never fails to bring out the best out of each player, new and old.
Maybe it's in the spirit of Valentines, but this video would not be possible without, of course, Miss Anne and Sir JC, together with one of the spearheads of Unmatched South group in Pat and Jenna.
A huge thanks and shout out to both for a successful event. From the prizes, competitiveness, and the Krispy Kreme donuts were truly a sweet gesture, feeding off the atmosphere and holiday. See you all in our next video. Happy Valentine's New Year!
Do you have any words for the players today?
Oh, it's going to be tough. There's a lot of level, also new players, and people are really waiting, been long time waiting to try the TMNT as a 2v2. So I'm very excited for all of them, and I hope the best and a clean, always competition, and have fun.
Thank you, Sir Jace.
Thank you.